5 of 8 and Lerber right there. Lerber getting the run off of the second corner into 3 and 4. $10,000. We'll go to 8 and Lerber. No!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful day here in Reno, Nevada, and in just a couple hours, they're going to be handing out a $10,000 check in this building behind me for the 2024 High Desert Hustle Championship. Pretty crazy to say, $10,000 to win Outlaw Kart race, and we are in great position to have a chance at winning that money and, you know, putting on a show for some great fans. We have 40 laps ahead of us tonight. We're going to be rolling off from 5th in the dash. So the dash is basically a quick scramble to set the first 5 rows of tonight's A, you know, 1st through 10th. We're going to be rolling off from 5th, so that is definitely a chance for us to try to advance forward. Of course, usually the closer you start to the front, the better your odds are at bringing home the money. So the scramble here is simple. 4 cars on track at a time for 3 laps, and the top 2 finishers advance into the next round. And they start with 7th through 10th, so that means we're in the 2nd round, and the worst we can start is 8th in the A main event, and every round we advance through, we start closer to the front. So our scramble for the open top 10 cars ended up being a King of the Hill style format. So 7, 8, 9, and 10, you know, lined up and ran 3 laps, top 2 advanced, and then we rolled out. The racing surface was not necessarily the conditions we would have hoped for a situation like that. It was literally 1 lane around the lowest line on the track, and the rest of the surface was just dirty. And with the right rear tires we have to run, there's a rule, you know, everybody has the same compound on. It's so hard that when it hits the dust, it's like being on an ice skating rink and you actually spin out. I did in my 2nd round. Immediately we were just really loose. I got a good jump and I kind of half spun in front of the field and luckily held on to 2nd and then survived through that one. Even when I almost got yarded on the last corner, you know, tried to spin me out and I kept going. So then the next time by, I knew I was probably in a bad spot being on the outside, and unfortunately I wasn't able to advance into the 2nd row. So we're going to be rolling off from 6th now for the 40 lap $10,000 to win finale. So this got strapped in. They're announcing all the guys down the line. Feel very ready. Highest pain race in history of Outlaw Karts, 40 laps. It actually sounds like they're not going to do a fuel stop unless we need it. I would actually be fine if we don't. Hopefully we have a lot of green flag laps and we can just move forward, stay towards the front, even lap traffic, anything to make this really interesting. I feel like that's where we come to life and our car gets better as we run more laps. So no matter what, race to the halfway point, then race after that. You got to survive. You got to be there at the end. There's going to be so much happening, especially on a surface like this. It's going to get dicey. We're ready to try to take the 18T though to the front.
second quarter. In the 3 and 4, $10,000. We'll go to Aiden Lamb. No, it's going to be Tanner Holmes at the line. Holy goodness. Holy cow. Tanner Holmes wins it. Aiden Lamb looked like he had gotten it, and they both chugged the train across the start-finish line.
The best car early. I just was trying to pace myself. You know, I ran too many of these to know you can't win it early, and you have to win it late, and sometimes you win it on the last corner. So. All right, guys, well, we're back to our pit, and the building is clearing out. Everyone's loading cars and whatnot, and we brought home the hardware. I feel like this is, I'm finally, like, everything's coming, you know, starting to hit me, and I'm coming back down to earth. I got so excited after the checkered flag and just, you know, felt so much emotion. So we brought home the $10,000 High Desert Hustle. Check out this trophy. You guys know I'm a sucker for cool-looking trophies, and this one's incredible. So glad we're bringing this back to Factory QRC back in Red Bluff, California. Man, you know, what a great race for our team. We, you know, ran hard, was patient when we need to be patient, aggressive when we need to be aggressive, and when it came down to the end, we barely came out on top off of turn 4. My teammate Landon was fast, Colby Copeland was fast. A lot of those guys are right there. We just were able to, you know, be in the right spot when they crashed and take advantage of it, and then lead the second half of the race and get the job done. So, wow, what a way to end our weekend. All right, so I'm here with the guy you guys always hear me talk about, Jimmy L. Jimmy, man, talk about the race from your perspective.
Man, what a weekend. I mean, you know, we had, you were really good, you know, early. We struggled with the 60, you know, and then we, you know, got you locked in early, and then we struggled the next night with a 60, but got the win, which I really felt good about because I felt like we learned a lot about what the racetrack was going to be for tonight.
Yeah.
And, you know, and then tonight, you know, Landon was out front.
Yeah.
You were third. He half spins out and goes back to third. You're second, and he's going back for the lead, and then crashes, and now you're in the lead. And
you probably felt pretty good about our odds when, I mean, because I got into third really fast, and then like Landon set like a really crazy pace too.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You guys were both good, but you know he was going, and then next thing you know, you're leading, and he's in the back with a bent axle, and you know, then you're trucking along pretty good. Then all of a sudden, here comes little Aiden Larimer, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I think so.
And we got company.
Yeah.
And then I signaled you that one time that like he was close, and then you got away, and then got into lap traffic, and I was like, I was too nervous to pull my phone out and see how many laps were left. And I seen the white flag was coming, and then you didn't get a very good run off of turn 2, and here come Aiden, and I was like, oh boy, here we go. But
did my race pass up? Did it update quick that like it hit me? Or did you even look? Like
I seen, and I was like, I thought he beat us.
I thought he beat us too.
And then I seen all the, you know, Larimer's guys all cheering and jumping up and down. I was like, damn, they might have got us, you know. And then somebody was like, no, Tanner won, and I was getting my phone out there. I got to get my damn glasses because I can't see. So yeah, and then it was like, then it sinks in like, holy shit, we just won
10,000.
One of the biggest races. Definitely. You know, in a cool event, cool venue, and it was a fun time, and then it was like, damn, I'm like crying, like what the hell? What's going on here?
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Jimmy, for everything.
Thank you,
appreciate it. It's been awesome having along for the ride, and we're High Desert Hustle champs. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are leaving Reno, Nevada in the inaugural High Desert Hustle as champions with a $10,000 check and a beautiful looking trophy. To some, this might have just been a go-kart race, but to me, it was a huge accomplishment to win the highest paying race of all time and to get Factory QRC that win and Jimmy Elledge for all his hard work. That's what meant so much. I feel so grateful for what Jimmy has done for me, and this really just added to our resume together. As far as the race, what a show. We battled hard, we raced hard, it came down to the very end, and of course I didn't want it to be that close, but all anyone's gonna remember is that we crossed the finish line first, and we're very, very proud of that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. I want 2024 to be the biggest year yet of my racing career, and I'm excited to bring you all along for the journey. See you in the next one. Deuces.